Welcome to They Don't Pay Us to Talk, a new podcast from the creators of Taters Gonna Tate on YouTube. This is Hal in the podcast studio, and missing once again is our sideline reporter, HOLL-E. I think it's time to just say this is officially a serialized podcast, and if you don't know why HOLL-E is missing in action, you really should start from the beginning of the series, if not the prior episode. I'm not joined at the moment by the evil Temptress from the mythical realm either, but to be fair, she likes to be fashionably late. I will not be late in telling you today's episode is sponsored once again by Kaylee's Catastrophes. I'll have more to say about them later in the podcast. Let's see, what can I talk about while we're waiting for the door to burst open and mayhem to ensue? Well, let's get right into today's episode topic. We're going to take your comments live on the air. Okay, we're recording this for later, but still, this is going to be exciting. I'm curious to know what sort of feedback we've been getting after 4 episodes. Oh, thank goodness you're here. I was running out of things to talk about without my usual co-hosts. Hey, you're not the Temptress.
Nope.
Oh, hi Nope lady. I can't believe we haven't met until now. Would you care to join us? I can have our producer David pull up an extra chair.
Nope.
Oh, is there a match today? Sorry, I thought we recorded these while we're between courses on the Welp Nope Tour 2025.
Nope.
I see. Sorry to have bothered you, Nope lady. If we bump into each other again, I'd like to buy you a soda.
Whoa, that's pretty direct. Can't a girl walk through the office without getting hit on?
Huh? I wasn't hitting on you. I was just making a sociable gesture to a fellow coworker. I didn't mean anything unseemly by it.
Also, I don't go out with serial daters.
Serial daters? What's that supposed to mean?
It means that you're a love 'em and leave 'em kind of guy. You heartbreaking fool. Ask me how I know.
Temptress.
Nope, lady.
Wait, you two know each other?
Pish and tosh. Well, of course, Hal, baby. We met at a support group. Don't ask me what it was for.
Here, if you
Hey,
like soda
what
so
the
much,
heck?
you creep.
Hey, my members-only jacket.
Pish and tosh, Hal, baby. Why not trade that in for some velvet pajamas? Or is that too on the nose?
I have no idea what this is about, Temptress. I do know I am covered in what tastes like store-brand cola.
So you do have a modicum of taste. Noted, Hal, baby. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your playmate back. Just put her over there, fellas.
Wait, aren't those goblins? Why are they wheeling an oil drum in here? What have you done with HOLL-E?
If you'd like to get technical, these are lesser demons. They work for Mythical Realm Freight Forwarding. Thank you, boys. Here's a little something for your trouble.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, brother. HOLL-E, can you hear me in there?
I am fine, Hal. I am trapped inside of something that reeks of 10W40.
Oh, and here's something for Ethan and Jamie. Well, more for Ethan than Jamie. I don't want to cause a kerfluffle with my BFF.
Huh? What's this? Postage due? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Oh, when you send us Karens who got you thrown in jail, that's hilarious. But when we reciprocate, it's a sick joke. Is that right? Tisk, tisk. Not very sporting of you, Hal, baby.
Fine, let's see what this is costing them. 10,000, silver, 3 level 5 spells, and 2 bags of holding? You can't be serious.
I talked them down to silver from platinum, Hal, baby. You're welcome. Not that I expect a shred of courtesy from you after our disastrous lunch date. I did it as a favor to Jamie.
Hal, that's a considerable bargain. I saw someone stripped naked and tossed in the dungeon for library fines.
Library fines? How late could they have been?
3 golden ages, Hal, baby. Kind of like how long I waited for you to come back from the restroom. You folks can't see it, but I am giving Hal a dirty look.
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but can we table that for now? We're getting way off track, and today's podcast is really exciting and very relevant to the Welp Nope Tour.
Sure. I'm looking forward to a graphic description of your IBS. You can't see it, but I am rolling my eyes sarcastically.
It was nothing like that. But hey, how about comments from you guys? This is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to getting everyone's feedback and discussing it in the studio. Maybe take a few notes here. Is everybody ready?
As ready as I can be while trapped in a pitch-black enclosure.
Very well. I am still cross with you and have a mind to turn you into something unnatural. But I will deign to condescend to entertain these comments. Proceed with the first one, Hal, baby.
Okay, this first one comes from Shays Bank. Look, they spelled it C-H-A-I-S-E. It says, your credit card has been hacked and you need to send us $1,000 to fix the problem. Pay up now. I don't think any of us has a credit card with that bank, do we?
Hal, baby, credit card is in quotes. There are more misspellings in this email than a late-night gaming session with hyperactive teenagers. That's not a legitimate comment. That's a scam.
But it seems urgent.
There. All gone now. How about something less scammy and more whammy? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I muffed that one. Whoopsie poopsie.
I agree with the Temptress. Even though I can't see what is going on, I know a scam when I hear it.
Oh, please. You spent 3 days looking for unicorn poop.
Well, wasn't she your prisoner in the mythical realm again? That doesn't seem all that far-fetched to me, to be honest.
Oh, good. Then I know how you can make our ruined lunch date up to me. A great big sack of unicorn poop should make amends quite nicely, Hal, baby.
Hal, it's a trap. Unicorns don't poop.
Silence in there, you nitwit. Don't spoil the fun.
Okay, let's skip that. Here's something better than that last one. Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guide says, way to go.
Way to go about what exactly? That doesn't seem like particularly actionable feedback.
I don't know, this podcast, I guess?
Why are you so unsure?
Okay, it wasn't about this podcast. It was about a hole in one Jamie scored at the Toy Box in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. But that happened during the Welp Nope Tour, and this is the official Welp Nope Tour podcast, so we can glom onto that comment, right? Come on, work with me here.
Try harder, sport. And thank you, Morgan, for your lovely comment.
Okay, it wasn't a comment, but Nathan's dad sent us a DM and said the podcast is funny.
Wow, listener feedback.
Funny how? Like it amused him? Like a clown?
Hey, whoa, don't be so aggressive. It just looks to me like he enjoyed the podcast. He didn't say what was funny about it. Maybe if he hears this episode, he will write back with specific examples.
I have grave concerns about this podcast episode, Hal, baby. This is coming off like a book report by someone who didn't actually read the book.
Okay, fine. Nobody posted any feedback about these podcasts as of when we recorded this episode. Maybe we can have a part 2, because we will be inundated with feedback. Oh, you can't see me, but I am staring at you guys with a hopeful expression.
I am also hopeful, Hal. However, my optimism is focused on being released from this enclosed space sometime soon.
Don't hold your breath, monotone Barbie. Or better yet, do it. I like it when it's just me and Hal, alone. It's much more intimate, you know. Like how our lunch date was supposed to be.
Well, I'm being told we're getting a call from a listener. That's weird. This podcast is produced in isolation and isn't broadcast live.
Another scammer?
I'm not sure. The caller ID says unknown number. I mean, that could be anybody. Well, I'm kind of desperate for feedback to react to, so let's give this a shot. Hello, you're on the podcast with Hal and the Temptress.
Hi, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, you poor thing.
Hey, that was a nice thing to tell us.
This poor caller has been listening to things for a long time. Can she not see, Has she fallen in a well? You don't know.
I highly doubt that's the case, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to ask. Hey, caller, have you fallen down a well? Do you need assistance of some sort?
Oh, I just really liked the podcast and freaked when I heard you guys were taking live calls. I almost dropped my phone in the toilet.
Hal has some experience dropping things in toilets. Don't you, Hal, baby?
Hey, I said I didn't want to talk about that right now. Glad to hear your phone is okay, caller. Go ahead with your question. I think?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could borrow HOLL-E for a week.
I'm not sure this is an appropriate request, but I won't make any assumptions. May I ask what for?
Do you have bags of unicorn poop to gather up? She is a champion at that.
Oh, I remembered hearing she was a good hat rack. I have hats all over the place and it drives me crazy. If she could just stand in the corner and give me a place to keep them while I figure out a better solution, that would be fantastic.
I can have her to you by sundown. Just leave your address with our producer.
I am not programmed to be a hat rack.
Hey, nobody is using HOLL-E as a hat rack.
Well, they aren't right now, Hal, baby. But it looks like we have a customer. She's just sitting around in this silly oil drum. She can't claim to have other plans.
She is supposed to be contributing to this podcast. No, I am declining your request. Thank you for calling.
You didn't even quote our daily rate. Some businessman you are.
I'm not a businessman, Temptress, but if I were, I wouldn't be renting out HOLL-E as a hat rack.
Oh? And what would you rent her out for? I might be interested.
Ugh, whatever. Oh, wow, the phone lit up again. Do you think it's the same caller?
There's only one way to find out, Hal, baby.
Ugh, fine. Hello, you're on the podcast with Hal and the Temptress.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. You guys are awesome.
Why, thank you. You can just call me Temptress.
Hey, this is a team effort, and that was for all of us. Thank you, caller. Did you have feedback you'd like to share, or maybe a question?
Yeah, actually. I was wondering what the deal was with you and that Temptress chick. Like, are you a thing?
My, I'm blushing. You don't sound like the sort that would be into celebrity gossip.
And my strictly platonic, totally professional working relationship with the Temptress isn't really up for public discussion.
So she's available?
I'm not the one to answer that. I assume so.
She is very into Hal, caller. She keeps a shrine devoted to him next to her shrine of Jamie's old mini-golf scorecards and her other shrine devoted to Yvonne Calderon.
I told you never to tell anyone about that shrine.
Whoa, you have 3 shrines? Isn't that 2 more than usual, as shrines go?
What can I say? My grandpa was a shriner. Oh, groan yourself.
So, if you're available, Temptress, I was thinking maybe you could give me your digits and I could send you a picture of my junk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That is the worst thing you could have possibly said on our airwaves. Do you know how close we just got to becoming monetized? Oh, hey, as a side note, we qualified for Super Thanks now. We'd like to take a moment to appreciate our 700 plus subscribers and everyone who got our watch time hours over the threshold.
You're the best.
Hal, baby, that was uncalled for. The hanging up on that potential suitor part. I'll never say no to anyone who wants to give us a super thanks.
But that language.
He knows I love a good junk drawer, Hal, baby. Old receipts, a thimble, batteries you're not sure work or not, but you hang on to them anyway. That's the stuff.
Are you sure that's what he meant?
Everyone who knows me knows what I'm into. Hal, baby, it sounds to me like someone is a touch jealous of someone who did his homework. Call me Mystery Man. Wink, wink.
I am not jealous. I am, way late to mention today's sponsor, Kaylee's Catastrophes. Team, is your day going too smoothly? Would a little chaos shake things up in all the right ways? Well, now your day can get much more interesting with Kaylee's Catastrophes, now available in non-destructive forms. Look for Kaylee's Catastrophes where you least expect them. Thank you to Kaylee's Catastrophes for being a valued sponsor. Now, back to the program. It looks like we have one more caller. Hello, you're on the podcast with Hal and the Temptress.
Hi there, Hal, baby. Did you miss me?
Huh? Who the heck are you?
Tosh and Pish Hal, baby. Don't play games with me. Well, not now, anyway. Save it for when we go on our next date. I was thinking you could take me to that cute little board game cafe I like.
Hal, that sounds suspiciously like the Temptress.
Hang up the phone this instant, Hal, baby. I've heard of identity theft before, but this is ridiculous.
It kind of isn't, Temptress. You see, I wanted to tell you privately, but the reason I didn't come back from the restroom on our lunch date is I kind of portaled to the mythical dimension.
You what now?
Oh, he's such a catch. Hal is everything I ever wanted in a man. And less. Superior, good creature that only has one name. Thank you very much. Was thrilled to see him. She says, the prophecy states that a man whose belt does not match his shoe color will lead to everlasting harmony in all the realms.
The what now?
I am going to receive the ultimate reward for finding him. I can hardly believe my good fortune.
Hal, for scientific and not at all tactical reasons, I am keen to understand how you portal to the mythical dimension. It sounds like the polar opposite of the mythical realm.
Sure, HOLL-E. Well, I kind of accidentally dropped my phone in the toilet, and when I reached in to fish it out, well, are you familiar with Skibidi Toilet?
I am not going to sit here and be told you were transported to another dimension via Skibidi Toilet. Also, you're lucky our core audience is mostly made up of people who have never heard of that obnoxious reference. Sigh, I envy them.
It wasn't via Skibidi Toilet. When I asked T2 how I got there, she asked me if I'd ever heard of Skibidi Toilet. We never finished that conversation because she was tearing off my, this is a family podcast and I'm really not one to kiss and tell.
The earth moved, is all I'm saying.
You cad. You left me for her? This is like getting dumped for my twin sister, which I don't have.
It was an accident. Also, the Earth moved because the mythical dimension isn't connected directly to it. It's all very technical, nerdy stuff that even technical nerds would have no interest in hearing more about. You can't see me, but I am giving all of the technical nerds a stern look that should discourage them from asking for more details.
Well, I'm quite put out. Are you seeing her again?
You see, it's kind of a complicated situation.
I'll just put yes on this questionnaire for jilted temptresses I happen to tear out of this month's issue of Mythical Beings magazine.
Yes, I'd better get ready for our next date at that cute board game cafe. We're going to settle Catan all night long, if you catch my drift.
How rude! There's no reason to rub my nose in your canoodling.
Huh? What canoodling? T2 is really into playing Settlers of Catan.
I have no interest in your twisted role play, or whatever you two are doing together in the mythical dimension. And I am losing interest in this silly podcast. Come on, monotone Barbie. You can be my hat rack while I send my Hal shrine to the mythical dump.
I am in no position to direct people where to take me. I was hoping to be released from this dark enclosure, and if that means being a hat rack for the evil temptress, that's how it goes, I guess.
Wait, I can send a self-addressed stamped oil drum. Your delightful friend can join us. Settlers of Catan is at least a 3-player game. I should probably mention they aren't in any way sponsoring this episode, and may or may not be thrilled at the mention of their product.
Au contraire, mon fille. I am taking monotone Barbie to the mythical realm. Postage due. Come on, Hat Rack. We're out of here.
Hey, come back. I'm sure things can be sorted out.
Let them go, Hal. Come on. It's time for you to wrap up the podcast and come play board games with me.
Oh, brother, what a mess. Well, I guess that's all the time we have for this week's episode, which was written and produced by Ethan Johnson. No AI was used in the creation of this podcast, with the exception of the telephone voice effect that is highly dubious in terms of AI involvement, but we do strive for full transparency. On behalf of HOLL-E, the Temptress, and T2, this is Hal saying so long from the podcast studio. Please like and subscribe if you heard this podcast on YouTube, and please share your feedback in the comments section, which may be used in a future episode. Until next time.
Let's call that a win. Let's call that a win. Can we call that a win?
I call that a win.
Yeah, let's call that a win.
How about this?
No!